Hi everyone, welcome back to the card table. You know, I watch a lot of magicians on YouTube and some of them are professionals, and I've observed that a lot of them do not use their close-up mat. And I know why. The main reason is because when they're performing at functions like weddings and parties and that kind of a thing, the tables are so cluttered with cutlery and cups and forks and knives and that kind of a thing that there's just no room to put their mat down and work. And that's a shame really, because if you've got both hands free as a close-up magician and you can get your mat down on the table, you can do some fantastic stuff. You can do whatever you want, you're not restricted. So how do you manage this situation? Well, one thing you can do is you can make an impromptu table. That is to say that you can use your own hands to hold your props, or you can put them in your pockets, or the spectators can hold your props for you while you're performing. But generally that only leaves one of your hands free and it ties the other one up. You just can't beat getting your mat down on a table and having both hands free. So how do you do that when the table's cluttered? Well, one thing you don't do is you don't start touching the cups and the plates, mainly because of health and hygiene. You know, people don't want you touching their knives and forks and that kind of a thing. Also, it doesn't look professional. And another reason is because if you start moving their stuff, they're going to get bored and you're going to lose their attention. So how do you get your mat down on the table? Well, this is how I manage it. After I've gotten the permission of the people to perform at their table and they've given me their consent to perform, I say, thank you very much. You know what, I've got this little mat here. Is it okay if I put my mat onto your table, please? And I open it and I hold it like this. And within 1 or 2 seconds, one of the people to the right of me or the left of me get the hint and they will move all the clutter out of my way. Now I can put my mat down on the table and I'm ready to rock and roll and start performing. Sometimes when the table is really cluttered, you'll find that there are objects in front of the mat where the people opposite cannot see. So when this happens, I say, oh, you know what, can you guys see? And I'll point to these glasses, and again somebody will get the hint and they will move those glasses out of the way. So I've got everybody's attention, I've now got my working space where everybody can see, and I've got my mat on the table and I can use both my hands, which is a luxury for any close-up magician to be able to do that. And I'm ready to rock and roll and give everybody a good time. And by the way, while we're on the subject of performing in restaurants and those kind of places, I see a lot of magicians finish a trick and then they offer their hand to their spectator to shake their hand. Why? Why would you want to do that? I think it's the job of the spectator to offer his hand to you if he wants to shake it and congratulate you on your marvellous performance, not the other way around. And also, again, for health and hygiene reasons, in a restaurant people wash their hands and, you know, they want to, you know, they're fussy sometimes. So I don't want to keep touching them unnecessarily. Of course, if they offer you their hand, then that's a different thing altogether. To refuse to shake it would be rude. So under those situations, when a spectator offers me his hand to congratulate me on my trick, then I shake their hand and I make a little joke. I say, no, you better count your fingers now. But apart from that, I try to avoid touching a spectator as often as possible. Okay, well, thanks everybody. I hope you're enjoying these tips and I hope you find them useful, and I'll see you next time at the card table.